What is up, guys? Prodigy Nelson here, and I got a little special game commentary for you today. The gameplay is a quick side note. I was kind of messing around with two friends of mine, Hasping and AV Gavin, and we're like, you know what, there's three of us, we might as well go into half combat training, half online. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to go for a Cat 40 nuclear, and then 2 games in a row, I get a Cat 40 nuclear. So I thought it was pretty impressive, even though it is combat training, it's still pretty impressive. Anyway, on with this. So this is a new series I would like to start. I mean, it's really based on the subscribers. It's kind of like Mail Monday. I didn't mean for it to be uploaded. Actually, it might not be. It's uploaded on Monday. Ignore that. Just talking to myself. I didn't mean for it to follow Mail Monday that closely. I mean, I kind of want to do the same thing, but I just want to help out my subscribers. Giving them advice on, just maybe they're depressed, maybe they need help convincing their parents of something. So I just want to help you guys out. So the new series I'm probably going to start doing. Well, I mean, it depends on you guys. If you have any issues, just send me a message, and I guess on with it. Since I only have one letter, I'm going to be spending a lot of time on it, the rest of the 8 minutes, I believe it is. So let's read it off. So it's titled Girls, LOL. So I'm going to paraphrase out some sexual stuff just because there's a younger audience. I don't want to read it out because it's also inappropriate. I'm also going to throw it up on the screen, which you probably see already. Anyway, okay. So basically, I've been friends with this girl for 3 years. I live in Ireland, so I'm in 3rd year, which is 10th grade, I think. I'm 14, but I'm a year above what I should be. So I guess he skipped because he got sent to school early. He's been friends with her since they met in 2nd school, which is middle school. They went out in the 1st year they met, but it was really awkward because of the height. I found out later that she's a tad taller than him, and it bothers her. And they were really close for the rest of that summer, but then they went out. She went out with some other guy on and off for 8th grade. He thinks he treated her really poorly, and they broke up, and she came crawling back to him, but she ignored him while they went out. So they got really close again. That summer, they shifted, they kissed, and they were practically in a relationship, but the height thing was still an issue. Anyway, they stayed close until they went back to went back to that same guy who treated her really badly. But they broke up, and he was really happy about it. And she shifted to another guy, but he made up stuff about her, so they stopped, and she went back to him. They were always really good friends through all the relationships, and now they're really close friends. But there's a catch. They've talked about doing sexual stuff. They've kind of done sexual stuff, and apparently she's bisexual, and he's the only one that knows about it. And anyway, sorry, I'm just rereading this. So he's in love with her, but he says she's never gonna like him again like that. She's bi, nobody knows that, so I'm just gonna give her advice. Does he tell her? Does he not do anything about it? Anything? So he apologized for the length, that's fine. So, alright, let's do this. There are 3 possibilities for him. Trace. Sorry, still sick. 3 possibilities you can do with this. Basically, what you can do, I'll list them off. You can tell your friend you're in love with her. You can move on, stop being in love with her, just drop her, never talk to her again. Maybe not never talk to her, but slowly phase out of the friendship. And the 3rd one's kind of interesting. You can kind of back out of her life for a little bit. And she'll see that. Alright, I'll go into that. So I'll talk about the 3rd one first. What you can do is you can back out of her life. Talk to her, but not that much. And when she does text you, she talks to you, you give her one-word answers. You stop answering after a little while. And, you basically just fall out of her life. And what this basically does is make her see how she is without you, and then she'll realize that she's just going to stop friend zoning you, even though it's kind of friend zone, kind of not. It's kind of complicated, more complicated than a regular friend zone. So she's going to be like, wow, I really miss this guy. He was a lot more to me than I thought he was. She's going to come crying back to you, be like, oh, I missed you. What happened? We've fallen apart. I want to, still be friends with you. Come back. And then that's a plus for you. But the thing is, she could also realize, oh, he wasn't that great anyway. I don't need him. I'm glad he left me. Even if it was just friends. So that's also really dangerous. So you're going to have to pick out what you want to do with that. it really depends on how you're feeling, what you're feeling about it. I would definitely be very careful about doing that. But there's your two other options. There's the option of telling her what's going on. You can tell her you're in love with her, tell her you want to be in a relationship, how it killed you that you're always with these other guys, and height's a difference, but you're going to grow and stuff like that. But I'm leaning towards the third option. Now, you said don't tell her. Either you tell her, you back out of her life, or you drop it. There's no not telling her and enduring this. There is, you tell her, you back away from her, or you just drop her, because you don't want to live this life. You don't want to live, with this as a regret. You don't want to be like, oh, I could have told her, I could be married to her now, and you don't want that. What you want is, sorry, I'm just watching my gameplay. I'm a beast. You want to either tell her or just get away from her, because it's not going to end well, and you don't want this to be a regret. I said that. I lost my train of thought. Either you, because you don't want to just sit here and endure, because, like you said yourself, that she probably doesn't like you anymore, or she never will like you like that, and you don't want that. So either you can tell her or you can back off. Just because you've been with her before, only because you've been with her before and you've kissed before, and if she still wanted you, if she still wanted you, you would know it, just because you guys are comfortable with kissing and stuff. I would say I would ditch the girl. I would stop being in love with her best. You stop trying to stop being in love with her best you can, just because you guys have already done stuff, and she would be comfortable with you. So I think she doesn't like you back. I think she liked you once, or you're just her boy toy or something. I hate, as mean as it sounds, she's the mean one here. So I would say either you stop being in love with her, or I don't know, just tell her, see where it goes. If she doesn't like you, it could be really awkward between you guys, but it could go well. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm sorry. I would, if I were in this position, I would just stop being in love with her, as hard as that sounds. My current girlfriend, she just friend zoned me, kind of. She barely, anyway, that's a different story, but I definitely would have dropped it, because I asked her out a bunch of times. She said no. I still stayed in love with her, and I'm glad I did, because it worked out, but that's just because I'm Prodigy Nelson. But you never know. So if I were in your situation, I would drop. I would get out of love with her anyway. So those are your three options. You can get out of her life. You can you can get out of her life. You can. Why am I losing my train of thought? Because the game's about to end. That's why. You can get out of her life. You can tell her, or you can just go away from this girl. Those are your three options. Pick one. I don't know. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this new kind of commentary. If you guys have any problems, you could just send me a message on YouTube. I'll be glad to help you out. I'll be glad to put it in a video. If you don't want it in a video, you could just tell me. That's fine. I'll reply to any inbox, most comments on my videos, but I would send it in an inbox. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Drop a like if you enjoyed. It takes a lot of effort to edit this up, and I hope you enjoyed the gameplay as well. So have a nice day. Subscribe. Love you all. See ya.